The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Carolina's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The Tar Heels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Safe completion on the screen. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Here's the handoff. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down. Because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Steps away. Going right and going deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, UNC! Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. NC State going up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll try it again. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusive explosiveness all on display in that sweet return there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. At the 35, he's open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Under fire. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. A full dive to haul that one in.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you could transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. NC State quick to the line.
A nice job being gapped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Handoff from the gun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Look. We have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really does.
Touchdown, NC State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient. Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive.
Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To throw, it's Bailey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's Green. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll throw on third and short. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quick.
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
NC State going up tempo. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. A little release to the back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Just keep slinging it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Finds his tight end. And the Tar Heels will move the sticks with the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online. Oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grab near the marker. It's Hamilton. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Tar Heels line it up with a first and goal. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Chambers. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Good right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Running to the left. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen,
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to...
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
and down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Finding open areas. Bulldozes his way through. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Scrambling away. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard. With the catch, it's Hamilton.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Pickoff, what a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help the quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got it on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
They get to him as he throws. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got an open man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice pocket.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Scott. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. From the gun, the ground game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's got it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Chambers. He'll get rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. Matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The short hands, it's Culliver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.